Hey guys, hey, it's Bri here coming at you guys with another video, and today we are going to do a pick a card reading. What does the month of December have in store for you? So I have here 4 decks, and from those decks you can pick one deck, or if you feel like it, you can pick 2. So I will show you the decks here in just a little bit. For those of you guys that are wondering, you can pause this video and meditate on which pile, or simply go with the one that you are drawn to first. And then down below I will have the timestamps where you can then forward to the time where your pile is. So with that said, let me show you guys the decks and let's get to reading. Alright guys, so here are the decks down below. So you have pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. So again, please do pause the video to see which pile you are most drawn to, and then you may forward to that timestamp that I will put down below or in the comments section. So with that said, let's get to pile number 1. Alright you guys, so here we go with pile number 1. Please do excuse my Raggedy Ann clothing. The shirt was actually my dad's and I just kind of felt like wearing it today. So, with that said, pile number 1, let's see what the month of December has in store with you. So for Alright, so pile number 1, this is what I'm getting for you. So for one thing, the month of December is going to be a great recovery month for you. There's going to be a lot of recovery and a lot of healing for you. So the month of December is all about the heart chakra this month. With us going through the 12-12 portal and already going through healing our solar plexus, we're now working on our heart chakras. So before the year 2020 comes through, this month is really going to be about you healing that heart chakra and really going for the recovery that you need. The next thing that this pile is telling you is it's up to you. So maybe you've been wanting to make a change in your life, or you've had some decisions that you're not so sure about. Well, what this card is pretty much saying for you is that it's now up to you. So it's time to take that charge. But because we all have free will, of course we get to choose our destinies, we get to choose our paths. We don't always have to follow the ones that we picked before we were born. We can choose our own path if we want to, but this one's really saying that now it's time for you to make that decision. And then if you are curious, there are helpful people that are around you. So for the month of December, pile number 1, I see a lot of helpful people coming up for you, a lot of people that are gonna help you out and say, hey, you know, I know you've been confused. I know you've been really worried about some things, so let me help you out. Or they might have some suggestions, like if you're wanting to start a business, they might be able to tell you like, hey, this is how you can start a good business, or you should probably do this for your business. So really pay attention to the people that are wanting to help you and listen, because they have some wise words for you. So the next cards that come up are from our goddesses, which is Sekhmet, Be Strong, Genuine Guinevere, which is True Love. So for the month of December, I see a lot of, in this pile, I see a lot of love, a lot of heart chakra healing going on for you. Pile number 1, I see some love in this month. So if you haven't already met love, or you are in a relationship, if you haven't already, you are about to really meet somebody that is going to be your soulmate. And again, this could be like a soulmate partnership, or it could be a friendship. But for the month of December, it's going to be centered around the heart a lot. So, and then what it's also asking you is to be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So you already know what it is that you need to do, and you're going to make this decision. With that decision, you need to continue to be strong with your decision and remind yourself every single day why it is you chose that decision that you made. So stick true to your values and to your truths there, pile number 1. The next thing is to trust yourself. So this card was actually presented upside down. When it's upside down, it means that you're not trusting in the higher forces and that you're not listening to your own intuition. So with this, I really want you to start trusting in yourself, trust in the universe, and trust in the higher forces around you. If you can see, there's an owl right here. This is an eagle. It's not a hawk, it's an owl. And an owl is really great for taking us out of the darkness and into the light. So, and again, this is a card of healing. So a lot of healing is going to be happening for you in the month of December. If you haven't already been working on healing, it's definitely going to happen, especially in the heart chakra. So then the next one is it's time to take a dive. So when this card pulls up, it's letting you know that now is the time. So if you've been wanting to make a decision, or you've had a choice that you've been wanting to make, or you're just not sure about something, this card is a very good reassurance that now is the time to make that choice. And then the last two cards that come up for you is a new dawn and worthiness. So the worst is now behind you and positive new experiences are on the horizon. And then worthiness, know that you deserve and receive good in all ways. So what this card is really saying is that you need to look at things in a positive way. Again, the month of December is going to be a huge heart chakra healing time for you, pile number one, but at the same time you need to remember to stay true to yourself and know that you are worthy of things. So if this isn't a love that's coming in, I see a lot of people who pick this card finding that they are finding love within themselves, not within a soulmate or a friendship, but really and truly finding love in themselves also, because when all of these cards are presented, it's really showing me that there's a lot of love that is coming for you. So in yourself, you loving yourself, that is what the month of December is for you. It's a lot of love. The theme for you, pile number one, is definitely love. But for most of the people that pick this pile, if you aren't currently loving yourself, or you've been hating on yourself, or you feel as if you need to work on your self-love, that's definitely gonna come for the month of December. And this pile is also asking that if you're not currently thinking about loving yourself, or you're really hating on yourself, it's also asking you to take this month and really heal that heart chakra, really work on self-love. So that is really what's going on for you during the month of December. A lot of love, a lot of creativity, a lot of decision makings, a lot of personal strength, and trusting, not just in the universe, but also in yourself, also pile number one. So, and then the last one is to remember to always hold your own space. So you already know your truth, you already know what it is that you want to do, or you already know where it is that you want to go, and what this card is really asking that you hold that space and hold what's true to you. Don't let what other people say veer you off of your own path, but instead go down the path that you're wanting to go, because it's going to be really good and positive for you. So pile number one, again, a lot of heart chakra going on here, a lot of self-love, a lot of love in this pile. So I see a lot of love for you in December, pile number one. With that said, pile number one, thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys. Alright, pile number two. This is what I see for you guys in the month of December. Let's see what's going on for you guys. Alright, so pile number two, I'm not seeing a lot of trust in yourself, or I feel like you've been hit. Like this year has been a really hard year for you, and you keep getting hit with like lesson after lesson after lesson after lesson, and you're kind of losing faith in yourself, and you're kind of losing faith in the universe. So what this pile is really trying to say is to trust in yourself and remember to communicate clearly with the universe. So whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest, whatever you're wanting to work on, is to communicate clearly. But not just with the universe, communicate clearly with people around you. This card is really asking that you communicate your words, that you really work on those words with people that are around you and close to you, because they're not hearing what it is that you want to say. And it's almost because like the words aren't coming out quite as clearly, which I do word vomit a lot, and I totally understand. I don't always speak very clearly either. So I get it, right? And then it's also asking you to ask others for help. So there are people around that do want to help you. So if you've been having a hard year, or things just aren't going your way, or you keep running into roadblocks, this one is telling you that there are people out there that are willing to help you, and that you just need to ask them for help. And it might be a scary thing, and it's gonna have to work a lot with your pride, but it's okay to ask others for help. There's nothing wrong with that. The next thing is that there is some problems going on with some relationships. Those who pick pile number 2, I do see some relationship problems. So for the month of December, you're gonna be really focusing on, or needing to focus on, your own relationships, not just with yourself, but with others around you. There's a lot of conflict in this pile. There's a lot of things, and I don't like really saying bad things, especially on here, but there is a lot of conflict going on, and a lot of things that are saying that you need to work on those communications, you need to work on your relationships. So in the month of December though, you're gonna be working on those a lot. The next thing is that prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. So what this card is really asking is that you stay open to receiving. Remember that. Everything that you put out there, all of that manifesting is going to happen. You just need to stay positive and know that it is coming your way, because we're almost done with this year, which we're about to head into in the next decade, and 2020 is about to open up huge opportunities for us, along with that 12/12 portal. So stay with what you are wanting to manifest, and be bold. Unleash that adventurous side. Really go for what it is that you want. So in the month of December, pile number 2, I see a lot of adventure going on for you. I see a lot of risk taking. I see a lot of things happening, a lot of things falling away that no longer serve your good, and a lot of people walking away from things that are not good for you anymore. Like just saying, you know what, I've had enough, I'm done with it, enough is enough. And you're communicating very clearly, and you're like, you know what, peace out, I'm finished, and you walk away from what is no longer serving you. So for those of you guys that have been having a hard year, or feel like you haven't been able to leave certain situations, you're gonna finally leave those situations. But at the same time, I want you to remember, pile number 2, to stay graceful. You can speak your truth, speak your words, but be kind with them. Don't just be like with a sword, like boom, but kind of with like a way of saying, you know what, you're not being good to me, you're not being nice to me, so here's what's happening, but I am leaving. But you know, maybe you should work on this a little bit more, or just kind of being kind with your words, because our words can hurt other people. So, and then pile number 2, what this card is really saying is just step back now and watch and wait, because you have been going through a lot this year, and you've been really releasing, and you've been really letting go, and you're like, okay, it's another lesson that the universe is sending to me, or another test, or you know, things are happening, but it's okay, and you've stayed positive. Now you get to step back and say, oh hey, look, everything's gonna come my way. For 2020, I see 2020 really picking up for you, but for December, pile number 2, this is like your last test that's gonna happen for 2019. Your last and final one. And so with that, it wants you to stay optimistic. So you have a lot of optimistic, a lot of speaking clearly and being bold. These cards kind of go with each other. They're saying like, stay optimistic, keep going. If you see all these bright colors, you are headed into a bright future. You are headed into something even bigger and better, but it really and truly wants you to stay optimistic with all of that, okay? And then the last one that is in here is synchronicity. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase flow. So during the month of December, it's very important for you guys to really be thankful for everything that you've already received. Just continue that grateful journal. Continue to say thank you. If you receive a penny, say thank you. If you receive a free cup of coffee, say thank you. If you receive something from someone, say thank you. If you're given the chance to start over, say thank you. Whatever you get, even if you're waking up in the morning, say thank you for this next day. Thank you for a new day. Like, continue to really and truly be grateful, because everything is finally coming for you. So just stay strong, pile number 2. Stay faithful, understand that things are happening for you, but you are going to be facing one last final test. I see for a lot of you guys in the month of December, you're going to be facing one final test for the month or for the year of 2019, because the universe is saying, are you really ready for this? Do you really want this? Do you really want this into 2020? Is this what you really want to go after? Well, if it is, here's one final test for you, and it's gonna be like a big shebang test, and then you're gonna be done. So, and then the last thing is, it's wanting you, when this card is presented upside down, it's wanting you to remember to trust in the universe. Trust that everything is happening for you in divine timing, that everything is going to happen to you. Yes, it's been a crappy year. Yes, you've had a hard time, but everything good is gonna start to come for you. As you can see, there's the eagle that's soaring high, and you've kind of got this godlike man, and you got like lightning striking and stuff, and it's gonna be like boom, 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 boom when it finally happens for you. So I do see 2020 being an amazing year for you, pile number 2. But like I said, in the month of December, you just got a couple more things that you'll have to go through. So with that said, pile number 2, I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please hit the like button down below. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, pile number 2. All right, pile number 3. What does the month of December have in store for you guys? Let's see what's going on, guys. Alright, so pile number 3, just like with pile number 2, I see that you've been through a really hard year this year. Like, you've really had to go through some tests, and that's happened for a lot of people, so don't worry, you're not alone. And what this pile is really saying is that you're not alone, because for one thing, you can always ask your angels, and your angels are standing beside you. But I feel like pile number 3, a lot of people who picked this pile have felt extremely alone, or like you've been thrown all these tests this year and you're kind of confused and like, well, is good really coming for me? Is the law of attraction a real thing? Is manifesting a true thing? Are we really truly manifesting, or is this all just a lie that somebody made up just to make us feel better? No, it is a real thing, I promise you. But your angels are standing beside you and saying, hey, just ask us and we will help you. So it's almost like you've given up faith, and now in the month of December, your angels are really asking that you really ask for some help and really come back into your own faith, whatever your faith is. So, and then the next thing is if you have been wanting to make this huge decision or like a leap of faith, now is not the time, pile number 2. Now is not the time to take that leap of faith. Now is not the time to take a change. So if you've been wanting to maybe quit your job or move or something like that, now is not the time for it. It is coming if you've been wanting to do this, but right now, this pile is really saying like, just wait, because the situation will improve, but again, it's not the time. So if you take the chance, if you take the leap right now, it's not gonna improve. But if you wait, then it will improve. So just be patient, pile number 2. This pile is really asking for a lot of patience, a lot of understanding. So, and then another thing is things have probably been happening. A lot of people who pick this pile, things have been happening, and this is letting you know that things are gonna happen in a fair and just way. But again, you've got to be patient and understand that people are going to kind of see the situation, or they're gonna see the karmic, or they're gonna see how somebody is just mistreating another person, or whatever is really going on. And they're gonna come and say, hey, you know what, that's not okay, we can't do that. So just be patient, pile number 3, and understand that things happen in a divine timing. So what this card is really saying is the situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So, and especially if you guys are facing a lot of law things, or a lot of unfair justice, or like unfair work time, it will be handled. Just have the patience. So And then the next thing is set some boundaries. I see a lot of people not setting your boundaries because you've got protection and boundaries. And what this pile is really saying, in the month of December, you're gonna not only learn how to set your own boundaries, but you're gonna start cutting people out of your life that no longer serve you. You're like, you know what, you're not good for me, you're not showing me the light, you're not helping me in any way, so you're gonna kind of cut them out. And that's okay. Continue to cut them out because they're supposed to be. But it's also saying love yourself enough to say no to others. Demands on your time and energy. So during the month of December, I see a lot of you guys finally being like, you know what, this isn't okay. Like, you're demanding too much time and energy and it's not fair to me. So you're gonna cut them out of your life, and that's okay. You're supposed to do that. So, and then the next thing is I really want you guys to start going after your passion. Again, now is not the time, but I want you to start planning. So in the month of December, you might feel like some urges and stuff like that saying go for it or something like that. Wait though, don't go for it quite right now, because now is not the exact time. So wait. When this card is upside down, it's really saying that it's time to wait. It's not time to ignite those passions just yet. Yes, it's gonna come in the year 2020, but you've got a couple more things that you have to get through for 2019 before you can finally go after what it is that you are truly wanting to go after. And then again, surround yourself with some protective energy. What this card is telling me is that you haven't been surrounding yourself with some protective energy. So call in Archangel Michael for some protection, a ball of white light. Really protect your own energy, really protect your own, especially empaths. I feel like a lot of empaths are picking pile number 3. And so what this is asking is that you really and truly need to start protecting yourself and protect that energy. So, and then pile number 3, the next thing is let it shine. It's kind of saying that you're not letting yourself shine. So you're not letting yourself get out there. You're not going after what it is that you want. You're not really going and choosing things that are correct for you. So while you do have to wait until the perfect timing, at the same time, you're still not going after the life that you want. Like, you're kind of almost afraid to do it. And in the month of December, you're gonna finally hear what it is that you want. Or if some of you guys are confused, or you're like, I don't know what I want to do with my life, it's gonna kind of finally come for you, and the answers are gonna start to come for you in the month of December. So that's why you have to wait a little bit. But again, it's gonna start to flow through for you. So just hold on, everything good is finally coming. And then the last card, I really want you guys, in the month of December, you're gonna consult an expert. So whether it be another psychic medium, or you're gonna go and get a palm reading, or a shaman, or a Reiki master, or even a therapist. But I see a lot of you guys going and consulting an expert, or somebody who has already gone through their spiritual journey, or already done what it is that you've been wanting to do. So for the month of December, I want you to start looking for people who can really help you. And I feel like you guys are actually gonna start researching and saying, hey, who is somebody else who's already gone through what I'm about to go through, or what I am going through? And they're gonna be able to help you a lot. So, and again, I want you to really call in some protection, because you've got a lot of protection. So pile number 3, I really see you need to work on your boundaries and your protection, and understand that things do happen in their divine timing, but now is not the time for you to take that leap and go after things. Now is the time for you to kind of step back and plan and decide what it is, or what your next step is going to be. So pile number 3, with that said, if you guys like this reading, please hit the like button down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And with that said, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, pile number 3. Alright, pile number 4, my last pile. What does the month of December have in store for you? Let's see what's going on, guys. Ooh. Alright, pile number 4. So for the month of December, I see you guys letting go of a lot of things that no longer serve you. So 2019 has been like a crazy roller coaster of a year for a lot of people. but I really see you guys finally letting go of some things that no longer serve your higher good. So, and then it's also asking you that if you're not willing to let it go, please do let it go, because this is the month for you guys to let all of that crap go and get some healing going on. So also pile number 4, I see that you guys aren't really trusting your own intuition, but during the month of December, you're gonna start to trust that intuition. You're gonna start to listen to your own voice. So it says inner wisdom. You know what to do, trust your inner wisdom, and take appropriate action without delay. So this one's really asking you to start trusting your own intuition and really going after what it is that you want. So you already kind of know what the situation might be going on. I see a few of you guys like almost not wanting to trust yourself, or you can hear your own inner voice but you're not listening to it. So start listening to that inner voice, because it's got a lot to say to you. The next thing is the love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. So you might be feeling pile number 4 like a lot of people aren't listening to you, or like you aren't really loved. But remember this, pile number 4, you are always loved, and not just by the universe, but by people around you. So there are people who listen to you and who are paying attention to you and who really and truly love you. You've just got to take a step back and look around you, because you see how beautiful and fruitful this card is. It's really saying like a lot of good things are happening for you in the month of December, pile number 4, and a lot of like love and happiness is going to be happening for you. But you've got to step back and kind of look at the love that's already in your life. So if you are wanting to find love, really do this. But pile number 4, I see a lot of people starting to really get into their spiritual growth, really harnessing your mystic powers. So I see you really going and listening to your own intuition, really finally trusting that gut feeling, taking your own personal spiritual gifts that you might have and using them to help others. So if this is something that you've been wanting to do, now is the time for you to do it, because it won't, with this one going upside down, it says within the next few months, but it's upside down. Now is the time for you to finally do it. Now is the time that it's gonna finally be coming in for you. So if you've been wanting to start your own spiritual practice, or you've been wanting to start helping people with your own spiritual gifts, now is the time that you're gonna finally start doing it, and you're gonna start trusting your own intuition. And then again, it's time to let it go. So during the month of December, I really see a lot of you guys letting go anything that no longer serves you. You're like, you know what, I'm done. You're not helping me. You've been nothing but crap to me. Peace out. Or like maybe you have a habit that just isn't good for you. You're gonna finally let that habit go. So keep holding on, keep doing what it is that you're doing, because in the month of December, I see a lot of just releasing crap that no longer serves you. Just being like, it's almost like you're cutting the cord. You're just trimming out what no longer serves you. And then pile number 4, this card is saying it's time to look at other possibilities. It's a good time to make changes. So for the month of December, I see a lot of changes happening for those who pick pile number 4, especially if you have a spiritual gift. I see your gifts really coming into fruition and really learning to trust them. But I really see a lot of changes come for you. So if you've been waiting for a change, or you've been looking for a change, know that it's finally gonna come for you, okay, pile number 4? And then if you're curious, or you're like questioning your own intuition, know that there are people out there to help. So you're gonna finally find somebody who's going to help you. And you're gonna look for somebody like either a psychic medium, or a mentor, or a palm reader, or a shaman, a Reiki master, somebody along the lines of what it is that you want to do. You're gonna go and look for the person and find them to help you. So you can simply put it out there, like say, hey, you know what, I'm ready, I'm open and ready to receive. I'm open and ready to receive somebody who's going to help me with my own gifts. And this person's gonna present themselves in your life, and they're gonna be really helpful to you in many, many, many different ways. So then the last thing is, this one is upside down, and when this one presents itself upside down, it's asking you, or it's telling you that you have already started on this spiritual journey, and you're already being devoted and committed to what it is that you want to do, and you're already learning your own grounding exercises, you're already learning meditation, that kind of stuff. But it's also asking you to continue to do it, continue to stay committed, continue to do it. The fact that this card is upside down is actually a really good thing, because it means that you are really taking the time to trust your own intuition and really listen to it, and that intuition is going to come out even stronger and louder than it ever has before. So pile for number 4, for the month of December, I see a lot of changes happening for you. I see a lot of yourselves trusting yourselves. I see a lot of love, just like self-love going on. I see a lot of you guys opening up your own businesses. I see a lot of exploring different options, finding somebody, a mentor, somebody who's going to help you guys. I see a lot of good, but I also see a lot of people letting things go that no longer serve you. So I see a lot of cord cutting in the month of December, which is a very good thing. Cutting those cords is awesome. So with that said, pile number 4, if you like this reading, then hit the like button down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And with this at pile number 4, I hope you guys have a wonderful December, and thank you guys for watching. See you guys in my next video. Bye guys!